dumb or do you just have zero brain cells? Because I don't understand why people are still buying into the Amazon Prime Day sales. It's not a thing. It's not even a sale. Literally, if you use one brain cell, you'll realize this. Every single year, what they do is hike the prices up right before the Amazon Prime Day sale, and then on the day they'll drop it, and then it looks like it's a big 40% discount when really it's actually the same price as it was 3 weeks ago. They just thought they'll hike the prices up right before the day and then drop it so it looks like a bigger percentage. Babe, they're scamming you. I love Amazon Prime. I am an Amazon Prime member. Hello, nice to meet you. We'll never fall for the Amazon Prime Day sale. It literally is a scam. It's not real. I thought, okay, maybe they've changed this year. Maybe they've changed their ways. I look back at my order history to see if the price is the same. And the price that I would be paying in the sale was the same as my order from 3 weeks ago when there was no sale. How does that work, Amazon? This is literally Psychology 101, darling. It's marketing. It's psychology, darling.
I'm gonna say it as it is, and I don't care who this offends, but day trading is literally known as the biggest scam. People who have no idea what day trading actually is are the ones that think it's the biggest scam. They'll trade here and there, get lucky, and call it gambling or a get-rich-quick scheme. If you're living in this illusion that you can make money or become rich or become successful without putting in zero to no effort, you can't be surprised you're blowing up accounts, you're losing money left and right. Stop letting others feed your delusions of get-rich-quick schemes and start working, because I promise you, if there was a get-rich-quick scheme, every single person would be a billionaire.
5 of the biggest scams that most people would love to fall into. Buying a home to live in, especially when you have a mortgage and you're paying 3 times the value of the home with a 30-year mortgage. Number 4, buying a new car and losing 40% of its value and maintaining 100% of the loan value. Think about that. Number 3, getting married. Why? Getting married, having kids. Number 2, getting a good job. Think about that. Why do you want to make other people rich first? Another one is work hard, nose to the grindstone, working with your hands. Why? And number 1 is paying your dues. How many times have you heard that? You got to pay your dues. Leo, you got to pay your dues. You got to work hard, nose to the grindstone, pay your dues. Who the hell are you paying your dues to? Who's collecting your dues? What do you think of these scams? What scams did I miss? Would love to hear your questions, comments below. Take care.
I'm genuinely convinced that the whole consulting industry is the biggest scam known to man. Like, why do established businesses and the government sector outsource their decision making to 21-year-old graduates earning $50,000 a year working at Big Four accounting firms just because they don't want to make decisions themselves, when they've got people with 30 and 40 years industry experience in their own business? Like, the only industry experience the grads have got is serving coffees and taking orders at McDonald's, which they did in their part-time summer job to fund their university lifestyle. Like, I just don't get it.
What's a scam that's become so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore?
Hey fuckers, I couldn't pick just one, so I decided to make a list. Here we go, in no particular order. Taxes. The IRS knows how much you owe them, but they're not going to tell you, because then, if you send in the wrong amount, you could potentially be in some deep shit. And don't you think it would have made much more sense if we learned how to do our taxes in school? But instead, I know how to play the hot cross buns on the recorder. Neat. Health insurance industry. Scam. Purity culture, vomit emoji, women's pants, dresses, there's either no pocket or the pocket's so itty-bitty that you can't fit anything inside of it, and thus the purse industry continues to thrive. Hot dogs, how many hot dogs are in a pack? 10. How many hot dog buns are in a pack? 8. What else are you fucking putting in a hot dog bun besides a wiener? Nothing! Standardized testing, scam, tipping, just pay your workers a livable wage. Crazy concept. Baggage fees, airline industry started this for whatever fucking reason, and then they just kept doing it. Daylight savings, why? Oh, why are we still fucking with daylight savings? HOAs, unnecessary. Speaking of unnecessary,
You want to know the biggest lie perpetrated on the American people? Salary job, hourly job. Why is that? Business owner hires you for 10 hours a day, 8 hours a day. And when you start that job, it may take you 7.5 hours to master a skill that they're wanting you to do. But let's fast forward 6 months in, a year in. That same task that you were doing in the beginning now only takes you 2 or 3 hours. But they own you for 8 to 10 hours. Juxtapose that of owning your own business and freeing up that time. Well, now you have an additional 6 hours or 8 hours in addition to create other revenue streams, where in the salary job or the hourly job, they own you. Think about that. Think about it hard. It ain't worth it.
I'm sorry, I don't want to swear, but this is just honestly crazy. Like, I don't know if anybody noticed, but y'all, I literally had to drop out of college for money because I ain't have it. I literally had 12 credit hours to go to get my master's in social work. 12. And if anybody don't know, I'm going to tell y'all, 12 credit hours, baby, is 4 classes. I had 4 classes to go, y'all. 4 classes to go to earn my master's degree in social work, and I had to drop out. And I don't have anything officially. Like, I don't have they won't release my bachelor's degree. So technically speaking, I don't have that. They won't release my transcript, so I don't have that. Literally, it's like I just went to high school and then nothing. It's like literally all them years are to waste. I can't even move up in my job now because I don't have anything to prove my credentials. Like, this shit is crazy. And I'm so mad because, like, I'm so mad because I really feel like I just wasted so much time being in school when I could have been doing other stuff. Like, and then for it to basically be in vain. Oh my gosh. And I'm not even trying to cry because this shit is weak as hell to me because I don't like crying and posting stuff and I don't want nobody's sympathy, dog. That's not why I'm doing this. It's just I'm doing this to spread awareness, dog. Like, y'all gotta do better with y'all cheese, man. Y'all gotta do better with y'all money because this is crazy. Like, I can't do shit. At this point, I'm about to go be a fucking administrative assistant or something, bro, or something else because I can't even move up. I'm not trying to do case management. I've been doing case management for 3 years. I'm over this. I can't do nothing else. Like, oh my God. Whatever. I just could have been doing other stuff, y'all. I just could have been doing so much other stuff. Like, I could have did something else. Like, I didn't even have to. I could have just picked up a trade. I could have just did a program and went to school and be a dental assistant or a dental hygienist or something. Like, I just really could have did something else. I had a lot of opportunities placed my way that I put on the back burner or that I didn't do because I was in school and I had tunnel vision, y'all, and I was this close to being done. So it's heartbreaking to know that I was literally this close to the finish line and now I don't have anything to show for it. For a balance of $9,363.97. Like, I'm not gonna get on here and bash the university because that's not what I'm on. But y'all, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know what to do. So, yep. If y'all have resources.
The 2 biggest scams that I see day after day is chiropractors and real estate agents. Chiropractors, in order for you to go to a chiropractor, you have to be convinced that they can medically cure you with just their hands. That's what chiropractic is all about. So you have to actually believe that people possess the power in their hands to cure you. And the other thing you have to believe in is hiring a real estate agent to be in the middle of your transaction. Doing literally nothing is in your best interest, so you need to pay them tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, that's right. Pay somebody just to be in the middle tens of thousands of dollars. Boy, chiropractors and real estate agents, wow, what a scam.
Want to know what I think is the biggest scam of the financial services industry? Coming from someone who has been in the industry for 8 years, I'm a broker. I have all my insurance and investment licenses, Series 6, 26, the whole deal. It is whole life insurance. Whole life insurance is a scam for middle class America, and here's why. You were probably sold this policy as some way to build up savings. You can borrow your money. You can be your own bank is the fancy term that they use now. But here's the issue with it. Did you know that when you pass away and you have this policy, your family is not going to get the savings that you've been building up this whole time? The company keeps it. So let's keep it simple. Let's say you went to Chase Bank and you wanted to open a savings account with them to build up money for, I don't know, your daughter's college, for a down payment on a house, whatever you wanted to use it for. But then they told you, however, if you pass away while this account is open, Chase Bank is just going to go ahead and keep all this money. Exactly. You would not want to open that account because obviously you want your savings to go to your family. That's kind of the whole point. Anyways, that's exactly what's going on inside your whole life insurance policy. You're paying for two things, which is typically why the policy is pretty expensive for the amount of life insurance you get. Most families are underinsured anyways, but that's a whole nother topic. You're paying for two things this whole time. Life insurance, savings. You pass away, you only get one. In my opinion, that's a scam. That's a ripoff. I want both. This would challenge you, do your own research. I'll put right here, if you just Google who gets my cash value when I pass away, you'll see it very clearly says that the company keeps it, that your family doesn't get it.
Oh, one of the biggest scams in America is the tire market. You're literally driving 60 miles an hour on a straight line. This car has Pirellis. Pretty sure that 4 Pirellis on this car is at least $2,000 of tires. We're going 60 miles an hour. Pirelli is a tire that you use on twisty roads or maybe on the track, not to go on a straight line at walking speeds. You're not Michael Schumacher. You are not Max Verstappen. You are Katie, going to the shopping mall and to the supermarket. You don't need racing tires. You need a pair of Linglongs. You're probably gonna pay $50, not $500.
What is something that doesn't make sense to you, but we encounter it every day?
How much of a scam health insurance is. I'm a naturopathic doctor, so we don't take in health insurance for our visits, but we can accept it for running labs. And it's crazy to me that a comprehensive lab panel costs $3,500 to $4,000 at LabCorp. That's what they bill your insurance, but you often get stuck with a bill of like $300, $400, $500 with your insurance. Now, if we ran all of these labs self-pay, no insurance involved, about $300. And you got to think, this cash pay lab is obviously making a profit on this $300 lab panel, yet LabCorp over here is charging $4,000 for the same panel. They're billing some to your insurance and you still get stuck with a $500 bill. What?
What's a scam that has become so normalized that most people don't even realize it's a scam anymore? I'll go first. Finally going to that appointment that you made months ago to see that specialist and doctor because you've been feeling so shitty and you're just trying to get answers to your health problems, and you sit down, the doctor barely looks at you, spends 5 minutes with you, and then just writes you a bunch of prescriptions. When you ask them to figure out the reason that you're feeling so shitty all the time, they just suggest blood work and all these tests that end up coming back normal, and they have no answers for you except pills. This continues for years and you get absolutely nowhere with your health and you're feeling worse and worse taking all these pills, yet you continue going back to the doctor.
Car insurance is the biggest scam on this planet. Like, I'm really trying to understand, like, I need the insurance to cover my car in case I get into an accident, but if I get into an accident, then I'm penalized for getting into an accident because I'm really not supposed to get into an accident even if I have car insurance. And then if I do use my car insurance because I got into an accident, they're going to raise my monthly premium, and then it's up to their discretion whether they cover me or not, but it's not up to my discretion whether I pay them or not, because in order for me to register my car in my state, I have to have car insurance. So me being me, I'm thinking like, okay, so if I'm paying you $300 a month, if anything happens to my car, I shouldn't hear no tongue, no mouth. They have tongue and mouth every time you something happens to your car. It is not making sense to me. Like, that's not adding up. The fact that car insurance is so expensive anyways, like, what do you mean you're charging me $400 a month for a what if? For a hypothetical? You must be out your goddamn... I don't get it. Health insurance is a whole nother thing, but the car insurance shit I don't get. I don't get it. And to require people to have it, required, I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset because I have to renew my insurance, and my insurance is like almost $400. When I first got my car and I got insurance, and my insurance was like $200 something. Now it's almost $400. Like, I'm getting hot. Like, I'm about to give me a electric scooter. No, in this country, they're gonna start making people register them too.
The city of Chicago is on literal crack right now because this is my apartment, guys. Like, this is it. Nothing special. It's small. It's a studio. I don't have a living room. And I just got the email telling me that my rent was increased to $1,850, guys. $1,850. Like, this is it. This is the apartment. Table, like my kitchen area, like there's no counter space if you can tell. There's no dishwasher. This is how small my bedroom is. I don't even have a couch or anything. I have like a little like catch-all like area right here that I can barely fit anything. And then this is my bathroom. You guys, what in the hell? I don't know how I'm gonna afford living in Chicago anymore, because I'll tell you right now that for a girl who's been in the industry for 2.5 years, I can't afford an $1,800 apartment.
I don't know if it's the biggest scam in dentistry. It's definitely my favorite scam in dentistry. It's my favorite one because it fills me with pleasure to tell patients that whitening toothpaste cannot and will not whiten your teeth. There will be no significant improvement. Maybe if you took the toothpaste raw and you just caked it on your teeth and you left it there for like 4 days, maybe you'd have some kind of measurable improvement. But if that's not what you're doing, then yeah, it's a scam. You're the mark. And why would they do that? Money. That's why. Because they can put like a single drop of hydrogen peroxide into a tube of toothpaste, claim it's a whitening toothpaste, and sell it to us ding-dongs, and we'll buy it because it's cheaper than anything else. But it also has the downside of, you know, not working. That's the real downside of it, in my opinion. And let's just put our big brain on. Our big brain thinking caps on for a second. Whitening is a measure of time or exposure and dosage of the whitening agent. Some of them come in like 35% hydrogen peroxide, 25%, 16%, 18%. The lower the percentage is, the longer the exposure to get the desired effect. The higher the percentage is, the less time you have to expose your teeth to get the desired effect. Pretty simple. Toothpaste is the lowest exposure with the lowest dosage. So low that some have suggested it doesn't actually work. And by some, that's me. I'm the one telling you that. So if you thought tooth whitening toothpaste works, hope you learned something today. Okay, bye.
What's a scam that's so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore? Great question. Glad you asked. The biggest scam is paying for parking. I think it's insane that we tolerate this, right? We pay car taxes, we pay property taxes, right, to the city. Why is the city charging us to park here, right? I get if you own a building, right? If it's a private building, and then you just create it into a parking lot, whatever, that's your money, I get it. But if that area is owned by the city, there's no fucking reason we should pay to park there. We already pay for it. That is the craziest scam to me.
What's the biggest scam in the United States? I gotta be honest, the price of food is ridiculous.
Y'all wanna know what I think the biggest scam in the world is? Having to pay for water. 71% of the earth is made of water. We need water to live. That's like making us pay for fucking oxygen. Like, hey, you want to breathe this air? Buddy, you're going to have to pay for it.
What is the biggest scam in the history of mankind? I'll go first. I don't understand the point of insurance. I know everybody like says it like you gotta have it just in case, but like, let me take you through a scenario. I pay insurance, right? And a situation happened to me where I had to use the money that I'm putting in insurance. I pay so much per month, but the insurance companies fight you on what they're gonna pay for, what they're not, if they're even gonna pay you, what, like, I don't get it. As an adult, what is the point of insurance? Somebody enlighten me, but I also want to know, what do you guys think is the biggest scam in the history of mankind? My vote is insurance. Insurance makes no sense to me. I am 28 years old. I've had, college education. I still don't get insurance. What's the point? Let me know.